take that discussion on metals and dollar index forward with Peter McGuire. He's joining us to talk to us about just that. Peter, hi. Thank you so much for making time speaking with us. Your take about the weakness that we are seeing in the dollar index and where do you think it's headed?
Well, good afternoon. I tell you what, it's been fun. It's been exciting. And over the last matter of probably 36 hours, it's been dynamic and we've seen a big sell-off. You're back under 100 and who could have imagined it? If you said that on Wednesday, I thought it'd get there, but I didn't think it'd get there this quick. It's got a 99.67 handle. I'm just making some notes and it's just incredible what we've seen as far as sell-off. Everything's been punched up. Gold, crude, currencies are just spanking it. So it's, dynamic time for traders. And these are the times that you rub your hands with glee. You don't get much sleep in these sort of times, but it's exciting.
See that and sense that excitement in your voice as well, not sleeping as well because of that excitement. But the question is, where is it headed now? Okay, I didn't ask you the question on Wednesday, when is it getting to below 100, but I'm asking you the question now. What's the timeline and is it going to consolidate below 100 or do you think this is just very temporary and we'll see a sharp bounce back as well?
Well, I think it's got downdraft at the moment. I wouldn't be surprised to see it in the 98s. I'm not sure whether it'll go much lower. We've just got to wait and see. I think the 25 basis point hike that everyone has said is baked in on the 26th of July is pretty much cooked. So that's in there already. So and the inflation number was better than expected. So that's a good sign. The next course is of when you're serving it up, the next course of to consider. We've got lower inflation. We've got a chance that you may see another rate rise come in between that September to November sort of timeline, but you may not, depending upon how inflation runs in the next month or two. So, yeah, I think US dollar's got a little bit of wind being taken out of it and it's been dynamic. So that's all I'll say, maybe 98.
And Peter, it is this move as well that's keeping the metal sector shining away in today's trading session back home. Yeah. So just wanted to understand what your outlook is, given that there is this factor as well as a number of others that is leading to that up move. Does the upcycle in metals look, resilient?
Well, it's resilient to a point. If I look at base, I mean, you've had a nice move to the upside. I just made a note there, 8,700 just on for LME as far as copper. So that's a good price, 8,700. It's had nice, strong push up over this month. If you're thinking about gold, what's that running at? 1960, I've made a note here as well, 1965, 1966, it's been strongly bid up. Bitcoin's up. You've got some of those other cryptos are well up and you've got silver back at over $25 an ounce. So that's been strong. So, yeah, and I'm certainly worried from an inflation standpoint. I got Brent sitting at 81 and a half and WTI, the best part of 77. So, that's not a good sign with crude starting to really gain some momentum. That's going to be a real headache for all consumers and inflation if that starts to really ratchet up again because the Saudis are getting less money as far as the buying power of the US dollar. So that's not a good sign for OPEC.
So, Peter, before I let you go, give me your best tactical trade right now. What are you buying, selling, recommending?
I think you got to look at maybe a little bit more move to the upside as far as euro, possibly a bit more downside as far as yen. Keep an eye on base metals and keep certainly an eye on precious. And I think there's a dollar to be made for a run on crude in the short to medium term over the next week or two.
On that note, Peter, we'll let you go. Won't keep you away from the excitement too long. Hope you have a happy trading day.
Thank you very much. God bless.